What's up, YouTube? Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Today is gonna be the continuation of the start to a secondary sorceress that is gonna be dedicated to magic finding in Nightmare, more specifically Nightmare in Dariel. We completed Act 1 in a previous stream, and we talked a whole bunch about the strategy and what to do, what to prepare. So right now, when going through Act 2 all the way through 5, it should be pretty much smooth sailing. Let's hop in. Nothing has changed since last stream. The only thing I think, oh yeah, I mean I transferred some extra stuff, but besides that, I hired a different named mercenary because I really wanted Emilio. I gave him some gear. These are all very mediocre items. You could get yourself better ones even from shopping. But yeah, let's get into it. I guess we're gonna, let's see. So for what we're gonna do is Act 1 was all about high player count to get levels very quickly. Now that we're 18, there's gonna be a few places that we shall say that these places are kind of big step ups when it comes to experience and a good place to get it. One of these places is gonna be somewhere around Far Oasis / Lost City. Far Oasis has Beetle Burst, which is a great place to farm levels, but you should be 18 in Act 2. That helps a whole bunch. Also, no, I think that's about it. So like Far Oasis and Lost City are gonna be your places that you want to get into your 20s. Then a great place after level 20 is to do Talresh's Tombs, which we're gonna be going through there to get to Duriel. So stopping over there to get levels is also great. Then later on in Act 3, a great little step up when it comes to experience is going to be the Flayer Jungle. And what we want to do is we want to hit at least level 25, if not a little bit more, in Act 3, so that when we get to Act 4, we can get regular experience without a penalty. Or at least the penalty is so little that it's not noticeable. Especially because by the time we get to Act 5 and we meet up with Eldritch, we can farm him, obviously, after we are level 25. So our aim is to stop by at the important places that give the most experience for the buck, to hit 25 before Act 4. Most likely, we're going to be skipping a whole bunch of things, because we have teleport. We could run around, teleport when necessary, so try to find yourself anything that faster run walk is kind of nice. Not necessary, but it is nice to have. And yeah, let's do it. So we're actually going to go down to players 1 for the sewers. And we are going to kill a Rediment. Oh, and by the way, we are a mana-hungry build, so make sure you pot up appropriately. So what I'm actually going to do before we do this, I'm going to pot up for all the resistances as well. And stamina. So this might take a little bit, but trust me, it is worth it. So that's 5, 10 minutes. 15 minutes. $20. Let's do 25. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing for these things. Riveting gameplay, guys. 5 minutes. And you don't need to do this, but I don't feel like coming back and double checking that it's 10 minutes. That I could have used things, but I didn't, you know? 15. Now these do reset if you die. 20. So I'm assuming that I'm not going to be dying. 25. Okay, and same thing for these. Let's pop up here. 5. 10. 15. And 20. Okay. Then besides that, stock up on potions as much as you can. I should probably get rid of some of this stuff, but who cares? Let's see how we roll. But I should potentially just. So yeah, players 1. Again, we're gonna be mostly skipping everything. We don't even need to kill things like this, right? Okay, it's not here. And again, we are going to be walking still because we just do not have the mana sustain like with light potions, as we will in Act 3 and Act 4. In Act 3 it picks up quite a bit, and then once we get greater mana potions in Act 4 and from drops in Act 3, it will pick up like even more so. So you'll notice the difference. Act 2 is still the kind of the slower act because of the potion size. That's literally it. It prevents you from constantly teleporting without like stopping. You know what I mean? Whoa, this! Oh my goodness gracious! This sewers is crazy. You could, but don't have to get the waypoint here. To be honest with you, it's completely up to you. But to the left is waypoint, and to the left from the waypoint is the exit, if you're wondering. And we're going to go to the left again. And again, we're skipping because this is not a good leveling area. Like, these monsters just do not give good experience at this level here. That's why, you know, because you might be asking, well, why don't you stop? It's literally because of that. And they're, you know, if... Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say. Okay, you could always static them down. That was the purpose of getting static to begin with. And there we go. Claim your skill point. Pick up any, and by the way, you have to be on the lookout for regular mana potions and light mana potions. You know, always be on the lookout for things like that, right? Hierarchic scroll, we don't need it, so let's do that. Now with the extra skill point, yo, what's up, Z? Welcome back. So yes, like as promised, we are going to be finishing this up all the way through normal, I think. All right, with the extra skill point. Since we're 18, we cannot put any in here. So what you should potentially do, let's see. So for the future, we will not be investing here besides that, but that's way later. Do we need anything here? No, we do not. And do we need anything here? No, we do not. So what we're going to do, I think, is just, let me see. Chain lightning gets bonuses from lightning, yeah, charge, and okay. I guess let's put it into maybe charged bolt. Yeah, why not? Okay. There we go. And off after the cube we go. Again, players 1. I will let you know when it is a good idea to change to a higher player setting count. Again, if you want to challenge yourself and you want to fight all these enemies, you can. But it's not necessary. So Rocky Waste is an area that has technically nothing in it of like requirement or of importance to the storyline or to any quests. So it has an optional tomb like this. So just hug one of the walls and see if you can get an exit like this to the Dry Hills. Now here we probably want the waypoint because we need to get into the Halls of the Dead for our cube. So because we encountered this first, I'm going to leave a TP. And I'm going to keep wandering the Dry Hills until I find a waypoint. At which point, I'll go back to town using the waypoint and go back to the portal to end up at the Halls of the Dead. And then go through there to get my cube. Alright, so no luck here. Let's keep walking this way. And again, I know there's boss packs, but they're... Again, we don't care about these areas, I would say. And by the way, this is where the stamina potion chugging actually comes in heavily into play, because I would have to be chugging these potions left and right if I didn't drink like 20 or like, you know, how much ever I drink to begin with over there. Okay, nothing over here. Now remember, the waypoint cannot be like literally like close to a wall, so hugging the wall is not the best, but again, I just want to know where to go. Ah, beautiful. We found the waypoint. We're going to go backwards, or not backwards, but through town to go backwards into our TP. I know you're not a big fan of that, Z, but it must be done for efficiency. And let's go to the left. Oh, I have not done a cube pickup in such a long time, so to the left is incorrect, by the way. So the entrance goes this way, right? To the bottom left. So to the left of the character is not good. Let's try to the straight. Oh my goodness. Okay, these guys are going to be annoying, so let's maybe just kill them. They are players 1. And we get some potions from them technically too. Ooh, we love to see mana potions, like full mana potions. We love that. And full healing potions are good too. Okay, is it straight across? Excuse me. Oh wait, it still could be to the left. Okay, let's see. Is it to the left this way? It is. Okay, so when in doubt, remember, I always say this, and I did not listen to my own advice. When in doubt, to the left, to the left. And it was to the left. It's just that it made us go straight a little bit until we needed to go to the left. So that's kind of cool. Alright, here you could get the waypoint, but again, you don't need to, but you can. It's completely optional. You're probably never going to visit this area again, because it's only here to get the cube. And again, look at these monsters. These are not, again, you're not going to get a whole bunch of experience here compared to Far Oasis or Lost City, for example, right? Of course, you will get experience here, but not compared to that. So that's what that is. And this one is also to the top, like to the side of where you entered from. So you see how that goes this way? It's also technically to the left, if you want to be more specific. Woo! And there's our beautiful cube. Pick that bad boy up. And we're ready to rock. Correct? I think so. Alright, by the way, you could make yourself some rejuve potions. Actually, let's keep that in there. And let's pick up these into that. Okay. Alright, cube picked up. And now we officially go start getting the pieces. Repair everything. Again, you could always check for gear when you're in town really quickly. See, I just saw some magic find gloves right there. Act 2 is good. Alright, so now we're going to hug the wall, which... Let's double check this, because there's been many times where I like literally do not check like a little corner. And technically, if you have enough potion, if you just want to keep chugging, well, be my guest. You keep chugging potions left and right and just keep teleporting as much as you possibly can, if that's your prerogative. Again, it's a little iffy because these are light potions and they just do not regenerate your mana quick enough to be doing non-stop teleporting. So anyways, but this, by the way, okay, we could go up to players 8 here. In Far Oasis and Lost City, this is a nice place to farm experience while you're there. You could do, if you have like a waypoint that is close enough to Beetle Burst or whatnot. Is this Beetle Burst? This is. I wonder if we're going to have enough, or like a waypoint close enough. But yeah, just static him down as close as you can. Which shouldn't take too much mana. Well, it will actually. So yeah, staticking does take kind of a lot of mana. 9 mana each time. Which is kind of similar to like how much you would be doing with Chain Lightning and Lightning. But if we find a waypoint close enough, we can do him over and over. Yes, we did find it. Okay, let me demonstrate how we would do this. We would literally go here. Right, hold on. Let me demonstrate this. And we didn't leave anything, right? No, we did not. Okay. Save and exit. Enter again. Actually, let's put this here and D is selected. Okay, there we go. Alright, we would go to Far Oasis. And Beetle Burst will always spawn, because he's a super unique, guys, okay? He's a super unique. He will always spawn in the same place once you find his spawn. So, here we go. We're gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. Look at our experience bar right there, right? We're gonna static him down, because remember, he does have a lot of life, because his player's 8. And then we kill. And look at that. We got a third of a level. And if not a third,
I can't carry anymore.
Then, I don't know, a fourth? Sorry, I kind of got a fourth. Let's keep doing this a few times. It's not a problem. And you could save and exit right away. If you are, again, lucky enough to get a waypoint close enough, go west from Act 2, because it's a longer way to the waypoint in Act 2. Go to Act 1, go to Far Oasis, rinse, and repeat. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to Frost Nova. Static, static, static. And there we go.
I am overburdened.
Right. Okay. Get the full ones. We could get 20. Because remember, at 20, good experience gain is opened up in the Talrash's tombs, which we will be going through. But 20 is kind of like that sweet spot where you want to be at least before you start doing the tombs for efficient XP. Okay, by the way. Also, I have this potential, right? So you guys can find these as well, like eventually. Same thing with this. I am going to put some points into... well, we'll see. I want to put some points into strength. And you guys should too, potentially, to wear a plated belt eventually, which requires 60 strength. A lot of people say, no, don't go to 60, it's too much, and it's, you know, you're wasting vitality and life. But I don't believe so. It's not a deal breaker for like invest one time into strength and then just forget about it, right? Like you could leave it for pretty much anything. The gloves, the belt, I guess the war boots or whatever they're called are 70 strength required, or the greaves, greaves are 70 strength. But you guys could go up to either 45 or 60. And you guys could do that whenever you want, like based on when you plan on getting that gear, right? And the belts, by the way, start showing up in Act 4. Same thing with the boots, and same thing with the gloves. So by Act 4, if you want, just plan a little bit ahead so you have enough strength for all your stuff. Like I want enough strength for this when I hit 23, so that's what I'm going to do. And then pretty much from now on, we pump our main damage dealer, our main skill, right? So I'm going to pump up Chain Lightning. And we go again. Let's see. Right there. So like maybe we're like 1/4. 1/4 there. Okay, static come down. Again, beetles are unresponsive while you static them until you actually start attacking them. So that's a great, like, you know, kind of strategy. Like they don't even release the charged bolts that they normally Okay, going again. I'm gonna hit level 20 and then we're gonna keep going and farm and get the amulet and the staff and all that stuff. Okay, once again, go to the oasis. And you don't have to do this with Beetle Burst. You could just literally walk around Far Oasis. Oh look, we have 2 packs now. Okay, there's a pack of birds. Again, because all elite packs are going to be good in Far Oasis and Lost City. All of them. No matter which pack it is. Okay, so...
I am overburdened.
Either way, we need to do some maneuvering here. Again, try to look for those full mana potions, not the light ones, but if you could find the regular ones, then that's huge. Okay, static, static, static. Static comes down. Wow, look at that, how much experience we got. We got so much experience. Put that guy there, that guy there. Uh-huh. This. That. Okay, one more time. At level 20. And it's as simple as that. It's about going up in the player count, upping the your own difficulty, obviously, but also drastically increasing the experience gain and the rate at which you do so. Okay, last run before we head out, like, to the, you know, to do the quests. Oh, there's a minion group here too. See, I should have been looking. Maybe that minion group was there this whole time. I was just farming one group, aka Beetle Burst, this whole time, and I had the potential to get more experience. See, you guys always gotta look around. You know what I mean? But again, remember, now they're players 8, right? All of them are players 8. Alright. So now, let's actually go back down to players. Let's do players 3. Okay? That's a nice, you know, balance between easiness and a little bit more drops and a chance to get good stuff. I'm going to continue with my strength to get that 45 and chain lightning. Alright, now the goal that we have is to find the maggot layer. So we have the waypoint. Oh yeah, let's continue. Let's go this way. Okay. So on top of kind of hugging the wall, which we know that that's going to be dead end. On top of kind of hugging the wall, to know where Lost City will go. Oh, that's the second floor. We also kind of want to not hug the wall to find the tunnel, the what's it called, the maggot layer. So we know that this is there. Okay, so the Lost City is going to be on the second floor. And look, my stamina already, the stamina pots ran out. So we will have to go back and check more. Alright, here's the Lost City. So that's good to know. We'll go there in a second. First we need to find the maggot layer. Where are you, maggot layer? Wow, so much experience to be had. Now do also keep an eye out on your mercenary. And try to keep him alive, you know. Shoot him a healing potion every now and again. You could drag him, or you can hold shift and then click whichever potion slot you would want to give him from your belt. And he will automatically drink it. Gem Shrine. Oops. Let's grab our amethyst. By the way, you will not be able to do this unless if you have a hand-me-down. But grab yourself a flawless of any type that you want, and it will be upgraded using a gem shrine. There we go. Eldroom. Nice. Alright. Maggot layer. Where are you? Are you up here? Or where? Oh my goodness. I almost wish that I could kill all of this. And I definitely certainly can. But I do want to be able to fit all 4 of the acts in normal into one stream. Anyways, maggot layer to the right, to the right. Boss group of beetles. Beetles are like incredibly good. Like compared to other mob types, and it's weird because it's about a mob type actually, but the beetle mob type gives a lot of experience. You wand, that's money. Also, and here is a good place to teleport. So to the right, to the right. Okay, not good. This way. To the right. Let's just do this actually. I cannot stand Okay, so I'm guessing what happened here is, okay, let's check before we go that crazy. Does this keep going up possibly? If not, it's going to be a wraparound, which is, that's what it's called. Oh, let's see.
I need mana.
Wow, and it keeps going? This is a big map for a normal maggot layer. This is long. So it's actually going to be behind here. So it's going to be like over here. And that happens sometimes. Yep.
I need mana.
Look at that.
Not enough mana.
Wow. I don't even want to explain this, but look, when you guys entered here, right, you went this way, correct? Your character went that way. If he were to turn to the right, you would go this way, right? To the bottom right. And look where this map went. Whoops. Hold on, you guys can't see it really. But it went to, do you see? It went to the bottom right. It's just that it went to the bottom right from the back end. It was behind the original entrance. Weird. And now again, to the right, okay? Actually, like this. Don't tell me it's gonna do it again like that. It possibly could. Or it wants us to go further, deeper, and then to the right. Yep, that's what it wanted. And the last level is gonna be to the top right, always, no matter what. See? Technically, the tunnels are also nice for lightning sorceresses because, well, you shoot in a line, right? So that's good. Okay. Remember, we're on players 3, so we still will get good experience, just a little bit less of it compared to players 8. So you can always stop by. Alright. What do we need? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so actually we do not need this. Well, me, but you guys definitely will still. They're cool stabs though. I do want to kind of save it. This is also kind of good in the early game. Oh yeah, I'll put it right here. Okie dokie. So I get my FCR, which is why we definitely wanted to replace this. How much do I have? 45, 65. Oh, we could put on some MF. We actually want these things because they give mana. Right? This gives a bunch of mana after each kill and MF. This gives a bunch of mana. Okay, so let's replace this ring only. There we go. Because we need to hit the 63. Correct? Let me double check here. 63%. And again, let's count this. 25, 45, 55, 65. That's correct, because we won't be able to find anything else. Alright, also, we can opt out if we don't mind. Well, actually, I can, but you can find Sanders heavy boots. Actually, I don't know, maybe you can't until later. It's quite possible because they are level 20 required. But I do want to be able to run faster, that's why. Okay. And let's just shop a random wand, shall we? Oh my goodness. Money and money. Welcome, Sorceress. That's also money. Let's find something that has FCR or like mana after each Q. Hey, yo, this is nice. Is there anything with big mana though? You could also. This is big mana. Actually, yeah, let's grab that. Hold on, I just wanted to grab this. So I don't know if my how's this? Aww, a little baby summon druid amulet. How cute. It has 16 to life. And 10 damage goes to mana. 10%. Cute, right? Alright. What was I looking for now? Why am I blinking here, guys? Why am I blinking? I was supposed to buy something, right? I was supposed to buy 2 things. Hold on, where was it? Okay, big mana. Oh, and that's it. I was supposed to buy that one. I do want to refresh this really quickly. I don't know which one I'm going to want more. Let's refresh this. Which means we just go somewhere else and back into town. Hello. Alright. Let's refresh it one more time. I don't think it will matter for the faster cast rate. No, it will not. But what will matter is if there's like big mana on it, which that's what I want, or like big res. I think that's not enough resistances. Come on now. The mana after each kill is kind of nice though. I do like that.
Approach and let's trade.
Tutor mana. 21 mana. How much was this? 29 mana. I don't know which one I prefer. Maybe this one. Alright. There we are. Let's repair. Check for any good stuff. And keep on going, right? The next time we have to stop by here is going to be when we're 25, which is going to be a while from now. Or 23, but yeah. This also has mana after each kill. Oh wait, yeah, this is better. Yeah, whoops. That's what I wanted. Ah, look at me running around. Ah. Alright. Enough of that. Come on, Jables. Grow up, man. Alright, we did the Maggot Lair. We know where the Lost City is. All we have to do is get there. And we're still on players 3. Oh, I was supposed to drink some stamina potions. Oh well. Lost City. Looking for the waypoint. Also a good place to farm here. We could farm Dark Elder. This is not him. but you can. Oh, and we're on players 3, so we should actually be able to get rid of these guys normally. Mortar's giving me strength of this, and we want 45. So let's go there. Pick up anything you need here, and more into our main damage dealer. Lucky Mana Shrine there. Waypoint, very nice. You will always see these 2 torches next to a waypoint, just FYI, if you were wondering. Here's Dark Elder. Wow, we have a nice Dark Elder spawn too. Dark Elder right next to the waypoint. Beetle Burst right next to the waypoint. Wow, our maps are pretty darn clutch. Maybe we'll stay in normal and farm some like super low level uniques and stuff, you know? Anything that we need for the Grail still. Okay, so the entrance to Claw Viper or Valley of Snakes and then Claw Viper Temple is going to be somewhere on the 2nd floor for us.
I need mana.
There we go. Yeah, I know, girl. You always need mana.
Strong magic within this place.
This is either this way or back that way. Okay, so this is players 3. Let's see how we do. Again, this is without any statics. Without anything. But chain lightning is one of my favorite skills. Seriously. No lie. And you could always use Frost Nova as kind of like a safety. It's a great safety skill, and that's why I never, I totally forgot about it in the very beginning. But yeah, then I corrected myself when we respect, you know. Very good skill. I mean, if you're not going cold, right? But cold is best in the late game and definitely not in the early. It is probably the worst in the super early game. It's just tedious. It is very safe. It is very safe. Obviously, cold, everything slows down or gets frozen. But it is the slowest, the safest yet slowest. You know, unfortunately. So everybody prefers to go teleport there. Okay, now Fangskin is lightning enchanted, so you don't need to deal with that. Kick open the temple. Oh, or let your mercenaries deal with them. Either or. You know what I'm saying? Either or is good.
Who would have thought that such primitive beings could cause so much trouble?
Yeah, who would have thought that such primitive beings?
Oh, hi. Hello. Good day.
Okay. Alright. You want to make the staff, and don't forget to talk to Drognin. That is important, or sometimes the game might bug out. I don't know if they fixed that in D2R, but it was definitely a known thing where you would get stuck. It's probably less important in single player, because you could always reset, right? By the way, we should be putting these in here. I don't understand why not. You could always like save and exit and then come back and it'll be unglitched. But there is a potential, like, you know, problem if you left something on the ground that you don't want to lose, then you're gonna get stuck. So make sure you talk to Dragon after the quest. Okay, let's make room. And there we go. See? And Jerhin will now not block you out or in if you talk to Dra. Okay, and off we go. Oh, the Sorceress just feels so good compared to the other characters when it comes to teleport power. Beautiful. Fire Eye is also a nice little super unique, right? What way is it gonna be, chat? Come on, Z, take a gander, take a guess. First way, second way, third way, or fourth way? Islam players 3. Ooh, nice group. Ghosts have a higher chance of dropping runes, as you just saw right there. Oh, and greater potions start to drop here too. Very nice. Yeah. It is not first way.
Stay a while and listen.
Okay, second way, let's see it. Do 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 do. It's not second way. So none of the top paths worked. Let's try bottom right. Bottom right. Now you could fight here as well. This is a nice place to fight if you like. You technically don't get surrounded much because everybody's in like a corridor kind of route, right? The only thing that could be a little scary is the ghosts, right? The rats, the specters, because they, what's it called? They can fly over any surface, right? Number one. And they do not, and they can stack on top of each other. That's another problem. So like, they don't go shoulder to shoulder like all the other mobs. Meaning like, oh, some mobs can't reach you, so they won't attack you, right? These guys can just all stack on one, and it looks like one little specter is attacking you, while in reality you could have like, 6, 8 specters, and they just one-shot you. So be careful of that. All right, we have a square. I know it's circle, triangle, so square is gonna be here, I'm guessing. I still have yet to manage. No, it's triangle here. What the heck? I cannot, for the life of me, remember the pattern here. And I've been playing this for decades. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, not this way. Again, if you like, you can, especially if you don't have unravelers and summoners. Hold on, we might like do some of this stuff. You can farm in Talrash's tombs. This is players 3 and look at my experience. But we have unravelers, unfortunately, and I hate that boss group. So, I would kind of try to avoid. If you get those, then maybe don't farm it that much. Or maybe you can. It's up to you. But help yourself to elite packs. No problemo. Wow, nothing this way. Okay. Let's see. Just the re-resurrecting is just so annoying, you know? That's primarily the reason that I personally like to skip these things, because the Unravelers are just, I mean, one after another is just going to be constant resurrection.
I need mana.
And we found it. Here we can clear this out. Put the staff in. Get healed up. Now before this fight, I would recommend, I'm not going to do it myself personally right now, but I would recommend going to town, getting thawing potions, and drinking some of those, and giving some to your mercenary, okay? But the strategy is the same. Frost Nova, and Static, and then Chain Lightning, okay? Safety TP, and make sure you're on players 1, I would say, because Duriel can hit pretty hard, alright? So Frost Nova, Static, Static, Static a bunch. Make sure you're looking at your mercenary, and you have to teleport if out of danger if you need to, okay? Static, static, static. And there you have it. I mean, how easy was that, right? And now this is where the fun begins. With bigger potions, we could probably do the rest pretty quickly. So, yep, let's do this. Anything cool drop? Hey, nothing cool for you, but a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, for now it's rock and roll time. Now remember, before we hit Act 4, we need to be level 25. So your options are Talrash's Tombs, now that you're over 20.
Next time.
Or you can wait till you hit Flare Jungle, maybe, in Act 3. And go on players on the highest player count that you can with your gear and all your skills, and you know, farm those flares, and hopefully you have high density. Now it's a little dangerous there, but if you don't mind the danger and you're good and strategic with your, you know, with your playing, or even if you're like slow, instead of like constantly teleporting crazy fast, just go on the slower side, you'll be completely fine. Alright, let's put some of this stuff away. Now we still need all of this. Our mercenary, let's see, what level is Emilio? 20. Can you use this yet? No, 21. Okay. 21 is coming up eventually. Now we are going to actually switch back to Sorceress. We are going to lose that faster run walk, but that fire res is kind of mucho importante. Fire res, by the way, so Act 2 was dangerous for lightning res, and with the beginning of, you know, poison, but Act 3 is heavy on the fire. So lightning and fire, very important from now on. Just FYI. Okay. Let's put this away.
Greetings.
Actually, I don't know why they are here. They should be there. Okay, I think we could keep going now. So we're gonna fill up our inventory with mana, and here we could probably start teleporting everywhere. Alright. Oh snap, and I have more stuff in here. Okay. Alright, that's fine. You could even right away go to, let's say, players. I'm gonna go to player 7. You could try players 3 and see how you feel. Okay, Act 2 is done. By the way, your res could even be better than mine. All you have to do is shop more. I just opted out to have, like, you know, magic find and stuff like this. You know what I mean? But you can find better stuff. Alright. Spider Forest
I need mana.
is not Flare Jungle, so we just
I need mana.
do our thing. Any connections? No connections. Okay, she needs mana. Okay, this should be either the waypoint or what we need. Okay, this is what we need, not our waypoint.
I need mana. I am overburdened.
Oh, Jade figurine.
I don't sense
grab
any
that.
magic about this item. Very strange. I need mana.
Okay, Shazark the Burning is dangerous. He's cursed and extra strong. Or just in general, he's extra strong, right? But I think officially it says he's cursed. He will take you down if you get close. So don't, and you know, I'm on player 7, so don't make that mistake, please. More vitality for now. And let's keep pumping our main damage. Okay. Alright, any connections? Yes, there is a connection. Where are we going?
I need mana.
Player jungle, so we got the Great Marsh skip. And here we can fight till our heart's desire. And you could do the trick that I'm doing, Frost Nova, a couple of statics, and then do your worst, right? Also, you could start upgrading to greater healing. Always just keep an eye out for upgrades, you know? Big potions, big everything. That's what we want. Let's drink that. Also, you could find rejuvenations, and every 3, cube them up. Cube them up. Greater mana. Alright, for the spider forest, I will come back for it. Whoop, let's fight this. Wow, they're even dropping grand charms. Here. Oh, okay. Here we're gonna leave a. Whoops. We're gonna leave a town portal. And we will keep going until we find the waypoint, so we can come back and do the dungeon, because we do not have any waypoints yet. Let's do the Gibbon first, though. Come on, where are you guys? Oh. Look at that, we just gained a whole level.
I must
The
take this
Gibbon is here. Oh gosh. There we go. Grab that. Again, I'm a little full. You guys should be way less full. I just have a bunch of charms. So, you know, that is almost like a benefit of having like you guys are gonna have a benefit of not having to toss stuff out on the floor all the time. Alright, so we left the TP, meaning we cannot leave a TP anywhere else. Okay? And that'll give us a full rejuve. So, no TP leaving until we find a waypoint. Oh, which maybe is here? Or no, there's a complete dead end. Okay. Even if these are not elite packs, in general, this is a decent place to farm. Okay. Pre-open socket, crystal sword. Oh yeah. Wait, there's nothing here, so we cannot go back to town yet. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, did you guys see that fire damage? That's what I was talking about when I said fire damage is huge in Act 3. That is what I meant. You can get shredded. But that mana after each kill actually is doing wonders too when we fight. I don't have to constantly do things. What am I looking for here? Nothing, I think. Oh yeah. Great with that. Waypoint probably is going to be here. That's correct. Wow, we skipped so much.
Back.
But that's okay. Spider Forest is literally, you could think about it as town because it's right next door. And Great Marsh is the place that we hate. So we don't need to do that. Now the Flared Dungeon is to the left, Oh my gosh, I'm doing this. Whoa. And Flare Dungeon is good experience too, but it is dangerous. But it is good experience. Look at my experience bar. But it is good experience. And there's dolls, which is very dangerous. I do not recommend doing this, to be very honest with you. I kind of do not. But I saw even more, and I'm kind of tempted to go back there. And again, I have a lot of life. For Act 3 in normal, I have a lot of life, and that is because of my... Well, do I? Yeah, I have Blood Fist. No, I don't, actually. I don't have any extra life that you guys wouldn't have. I guess I have these 2 charms, but besides that, yeah, I don't. So I have a completely normal amount of life. And I'm surviving, so you guys should be able to do that as well. Should we even go further? Now, dolls, if you want, you could let your mercenary handle them. And they will not damage you as long as you're not close enough to them when they explode, right? So, if your mercenary can take them out, then good for you. No need to worry.
I need mana.
Alright, to the left again. Another level. Let's kill the shaman before he kills us. Wow, look at all these drops, guys. I mean, that's what happens when you're on players 8, players 7. Oh my gosh. So much drops and so much XP and everything. I'm kind of looking if I need anything here. See, like, it's perfect because these guys get, like, they block each other from getting to you. What if you're in a small corridor like this? It is perfect. Anyways, big milestone level 24. However, in the lightning skill tree, not much is done. You do have the option of going energy shield, just to, you know, alleviate some damage in case, like, if you're feeling a little bit scared and squishy. But that's up to you if you want to do that. I'm gonna continue pumping into chain lightning. And to the left we go. Again, do you see they block themselves in? And all you do is do your worst. Oh my goodness. I feel like I am overpowered somehow because of my gear here, but this doesn't really give that much of anything, really. I guess I have a lot of mana per kill, because normally you might, and I do have this nice faster cast rate Ami. I mean, I do have extra mana than you guys would, like on a normal playthrough, but I don't know. Witch Doctor and Dugu is quite strong. Witch Doctor. Come on, Jables. Talk normally, please. Mana. Alright.
I can't.
You're telling me that this whole thing is full. Oh. My bad. You're right. The whole thing is full. Okay. Oh gosh, there's so many things. Alright. Let's go pick up our stuff before we forget. Let's go back to town. Let's talk to everybody, complete some of these quests, shall we? Deckard.
Stay a while and listen.
Ormus. Ormus will give us a ring. Mashif. And we go back to Kane. And then we go to Alcor. And I know I'm kind of going too quickly here, but I want to finish this ASAP because it's getting late over here. What do we get? Dual res, level 12 required. How sad that makes me. Very, very sad. This away. All right, let's see. Is our Emilio high enough level? Yes, he is. Okay, let's switch something on him. Well, you know what? No. He's not ready yet. We need to finish Act 3, I think, because he needs that res. That is correct. He needs resistances. Do we want to go up to the 105 breakpoint? I think for now we're good. So next pit stop is 25, which is coming up any day now. Okay. Oh yeah. Wait. Talk to Ashira. Oh yeah. Of course, Ashira.
Hello? No, greetings.
What do you have, by the way? Anything cool? Ooh, look at that. 25 light res. Very nice. Put that on a mercenary or yourself. Alright. Also, there we go. And off to the races we go. I know it looks like so empty, doesn't it? But that's okay. Again, we're going to be teleporting most of the time. Says the guy who's not teleporting. You know what I'm saying? What are we on? Player 7?
I am overburdened. I need mana.
See, any big groups like this, guys, I mean, this is like experience heaven. Just make sure you're on a comfortable player count that you're able to do, and you will be rewarded. I can guarantee. So if he's lightning enchanted, I'm just gonna leave him be. Uh-huh.
I need mana. I need mana.
Okay, I see, so you cannot teleport forever. Oh. Here's a waypoint.
I need mana.
Oh, and we have even a bonfire. Look at that. We have a second bonfire? Wait, maybe? Oh my gosh. What a freaking... What is going on here? I mean, it's a normal. Alright, Curtis Bazaar. Ruined Temple faces to the top right. And here's where Serena
I need
is.
mana.
So we will get our 5 extra stat points from this. Wow, okay. Greater mana. fire mana. I believe that's about it. Okay. Oh boy, we could already wear our spirit. We will get it in just a second. Chain lightning. Let's just get another waypoint.
I need mana. I need mana.
Okay, here's our sewer.
I need mana.
Okay, here's our waypoint. Let's go back. Oops. Let's put on our beautifully delicious spirit. Albeit it's not perfect. It is 34. But that was my first roll, and I don't want to you know, re-roll it or anything like that, so I'm happy with the way it is. Wow, so hold on, where are we at now? 30, let's count this as 30. 50, 75, 85, 95. Oh. So wait, we can get up to the 105 breakpoints, right? Now you will not be able to, but if you guys can manage to get to 63 soon, that would be awesome. Otherwise, 48 is fine. If I'm not mistaken, 48 is the other one. No, 63 and 37. 37 is fine, which means you need 4 pieces with 10 FCR. But we are at, where are we at? 109. Wow, okay. But I wonder, maybe we don't want it, because we're just going to run through our mana so quickly that it's kind of going to be crazy. Huh. And for lightning, all we need is 78. How much do we have? 109. 99. 89. 79. Yeah, we actually like these rings. And don't want to get rid of them. You know what I mean? Dilemmas after dilemmas, eh? Let's throw out this book.
May the
But we'll see how the
bring a black
105
day to hell.
breakpoint feels, actually, to be honest with you. We'll see. Because we're all talking no trial, right? Let's try it out first. Don't knock it till you try it, or what is the saying, right? Don't knock it till you try it, man. So Jables, stop knocking. Start trying. Alright, let's buy some potions. Scrolls. The only thing is that it's not affecting our chain lightning. If we had 117, that would be the next breakpoint for it. But it's not. So, you know, and 117, well, that is doable with this. Isn't it? Could even take one of these off. Put this on. So we were at 109, 129, 119. Yeah. Let's Let's try that actually. That might be cool. Well, we do kind of like the cold as well. But let's keep it like this. Wow. We're going to be rocking so hard with this. Woo. Now we have regen mana here. Dope. And Emilio, once he hits 27, I mean, let's see, how much is he on the strength? 83.
I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, he should have enough. Yeah, because he needs 85 when he's 27 to use this. Then we're going to be really rocking. Nightmare is going to be like a freaking breeze. Whoa, what the heck?
I am
Where
overburdened.
did we go? This is the wrong place. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's go back here. And we go into the sewers. Alright, let's do that. Now, sewers is just random.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
There's a pattern to the sewers once you like figure out some things like ahead of time, or not ahead of time, but like once you see the map, and then you could like, you know, deal with it that way, right? But I don't know those things.
I am
Small charms
overburdened.
though. Let's put a small charm in there. You never know what you could get from a small charm. All right, let's get the last piece. Be hard. Let's go back out here. Find the next sewer entrance. There we go. And here I usually do not get the waypoint. There's no need for it. But
I
if
need
you
mana.
want, you can do that. Let's do it for the fun of it.
Not enough mana.
And there it is. Now here, before we go to Trav, we're gonna go down to players no, even less. Let's just go down to players 1. Because the truth is, the Trav members like to heal themselves. And that's just gonna start getting annoying. So first, let's
I need mana.
get the waypoint. So we're on players 1, correct? Yep. Because of the annoyance of Hydra. And also, not only just Hydra, because the Hydra melts your mercenary. See? It's even melting him right here. But on top of that...
The temple's power
Ooh,
is
ouch.
known.
But on top of that, they heal each other, and we don't want that. Alright, let's put some potions back in. That has to go out. Hey, 7 life. See, congratulations, you found yourself a 7 lifer. Let's put this in. Smash the orb. Beautiful. And now we can go, let's say, players 3. I want to kill Mephisto on players... No, let's kill him on player 7. Because, but you should maybe not do player 7. But I am going to static him down all the way to the very end. Until his very last breath. So that I could easily kill him. And let's see, are we gonna put on any extra magic find? We technically can, but who cares? Anyways, let's go to the left. Or just hug the wall to the left. There we are. Wherever you are at the waypoint, you're gonna go again to the left for the entrance.
I need mana.
So to the left. Player 7 Mephisto is down. Hey, Saigon. It's very nice. And a little cute crystal sword. Wow. And a what's it called?
Mephisto shall no longer darken our souls with hatred.
And a circlet. Congratulations, people. Give yourself a pat on the back. You have killed Mephisto on normal. Now Mephisto, because he's unlocked now, you can what's it called? You can farm him for a bunch of good stuff. So remember earlier I was kind of hesitating to say, oh yeah, you guys can have that, right, already alongside with me. Oh, you guys can have, what else was there? Oh, you guys can have Chancy's and Mage Fists alongside. Same thing with, oh, you guys, yeah. You can't have this until Mephisto, most likely. Ish. Like Act 3-ish, you know. Same thing here, but Mephisto can drop, what's it called? Mage Fists. He could drop Sorceress combination, just like I am wearing. He can drop Sanders. But I am still going to keep the fire resist, because Act 4 is still a lot of fire. So if you guys found these, this is awesome. You can find Wall of the Eyeless at Mephisto as well. You could find Tarnhelm. You could find all of this stuff besides Spirit. This is the only thing that I have, but you can literally use any wand or just find something like plus blank to mana after each kill. Or find like a 10% faster cast rate wand. Just shop it, you know, go back and forth. And you should be at the same power level as me at this point, you know. So nothing is out of reach for anybody here. Emilio is maybe a little lucky, but you know, this is not out of reach either. Full helms, Mephisto could drop them as well. Very good low level mercenary helmet, right? Damage reduction by 7, all res 15. Hawkmail, he could also drop Hawkmail. Mephisto, again, Mephisto is like it's like a nice threshold that is hit, and it is like the bare bones of normal difficulty items. So, you know, doing Mephisto a few times is not the stupidest idea. Excuse me really quick. And again, if we were like a barbarian or something, we would have to farm Mephisto a little bit anyway, but it would be way harder because, you know, we would be a melee class. Even classes like the Druid, like using Fissure or something, take a long time to kill Mephisto. But what do we have? Everybody say it with me. Static Field. And then what else do we have? Teleport. Right? Static Field, you could literally do Mephisto on players 7, which caps out the you know, the drop odds for item drops. Like, we could do player 7 Mephisto just like we could do players 3 Mephisto just like you could do players 1 Mephisto. So what's the difference? It's just better to do it on player 7. Again, you have to get comfortable with doing this because you do have to watch your health, watch your mercenary's health. You need to have enough faster cast rate because the slower your cast rate is, he might actually be able to out damage you and your mercenary, and therefore Mephisto farming would, not be as efficient. But if you hit the 63 frame breakpoint, then you're good to go. Now, I expect you not to hit that, but at least make sure you're hitting the 40. So you need FCR, you need FCR, you need FCR. Or no, you could hit that breakpoint. 25, yes you can. So hit the 63% breakpoint. And how are you going to do that? You need a stealth, you need an FCR ring, you need another FCR ring. By the way, this is not an FCR ring, but I'm just pointing to it. So this is what you need, guys. You need stealth, FCR ring, any kind, FCR ring, FCR amulet, and an FCR wand, which I do not have, but you guys can shop one. That would be 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. And that hits you at that breakpoint. So make sure you do that. That is going to be essential for farming anything, but Mephisto is a great target, right? Okay, now that we're in Act 4, we can go back down to players. To be honest with you, players 1. Yeah, because I don't understand why we would need to. Everybody here is tanky. We don't need to stop and fight mobs, to be very honest. But what this opens up is greater mana potions. Yippee! This is a moment of happiness in every sorceress's life, because this means that she no longer needs to kind of wait as much for her mana to come back up. Alright, let's do this, y'all. Players 1. We are not stopping by to kill anything, but just if you wanted a proof of, of concept, there you go. That's how quickly you would kill something. Alright, hug the wall. And from now on, you will see that I am teleporting pretty much almost endlessly. Plains of Despair is right here.
I need mana.
Again, sometimes I will still run out of mana, so I will have to slow down. And it'll,
I need mana.
It'll catch back up. But pretty much same strategy. We are looking for Isuel. When we find him, Frost Nova, where is he? Frost Nova, static, 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 Frost Nova, static, 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 and kill.
I am overburdened.
Hey, Hawkhound. What is in here? Oh yeah, Saigons. Hey! Forgot about that. Okay.
He was corrupted to the core.
Alright, hug the wall, find the next staircase, City of the Damned. Oh, give me that mana regen. Yes, baby. And we found a quick waypoint. Very nice. Wow, look at how quickly we're flying through this now. That's the beauty of over leveling early. By the way, you cannot do this if you're like level 20. Okay? The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm already level 25. Oh yeah, maybe I did not make that clear. Yes, the reason I am able to skip everything and whatever is, well, kind of you should have, if you listened to my advice and got level 25 before Act 4, then you could do exactly as I'm doing. Otherwise, go back to the Flare Jungle and get 25. Okay? Please. Or if you do not like the Flare Jungle, go back to any of the Talrash's tombs or all of the Talrash's tombs. You can keep resetting them, and you could even go to the false ones, the ones that are fake without Duriel in them, and just farm until you're 25. And keep upping the player count until, well, you know, until you can't, until you're uncomfortable with how slow it's taking. You should be rather like pretty consistent with your speed. All right, let's go backwards. I know this is not essential, but let's do the forge. Let's get some jewels at least, right? Some jewels never hurt anybody. Frost Nova, Static, but this is players 1. I forgot. We could probably murder these guys, but they are still tankies, especially Erdars. All right, let's put the thing on there. You know, and chain lightning, all lightning attacks in general, like besides like charged bolt, have like a range of, right, like 1 to a huge number. So if you're hitting like 1s and 5s and 10s, you know, you actually do notice that you are not doing good with your damage sometimes with lightning. But hey, Amrune. Okay, that's good. Why is that good? Because Am is the highest rune you need for a spirit sword. That's right. Tal, Thal, Ort, Amn. Tal and Ort you will get from rescuing the barbarians in Act 5, along with the Ral. To get a Thal, you could either get lucky, or you can farm the Countess and just keep picking up random runes until you have enough Ral runes to cube up to a Thal, which you need 3 Orts. So 3 Orts, which require 3 Rals each, means if you farm 9 Ral runes, you can get a Thal. Tal and Ort come from rescuing the Barbs, and Am is the highest rune that you could drop from the Hellforge. And it's completely random and completely equal when it comes to the chance of that happening for any of the runes, right? So you're never gonna feel like cheated or anything like this. It is just what it is. Okay, let's take that out. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, but let's just keep it there, right? Yeah. So that would complete your spirit, because all the other runes are actually manageable to get, or at least to cube up to, right? Like just exactly how I explained. To get a Thal, you need 9 Rals, which is not the end of the world to do. You know, you could just farm the Countess a few times because you have teleport, you're very quick. Just keep farming her, you get 9 Rals, make a Thal. If you have not found one, like just randomly farming things in Act 4 and 5, right? Because they could already drop there. Especially Act 5, you could drop a Thal. So, yeah, if you get this, congrats. You just you just have to wait to get a 4 open socket sword, right, for your spirit. All right, enough of my babbling. Let's also let's find another rejuvenation potion. There we have it. Also, let's talk to Tyrael and let's see what skills we can put in. Oh my goodness! So we are maxed with chain lightning. That's funny. Let's see. What level are we again? 25. We could save these 2 points to simultaneously put them into Lightning Mastery once we get there. Or we can put some into Static to increase the radius, or we can put more into the synergies of chain lightning. But I almost prefer this idea. I think we should do it. What do y'all think? Or should I invest 1 point into energy shield just in case? Sure. 1 energy shield, 1 static. Beautiful. An energy shield shall go on us. How much does it do? Absorbs 35%. Lasts like 3.5 minutes. And mana consumed per damage. Oh, so it doubles. I see, I see. Alright. Probably not very useful right now, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get some mana potions. And we are gonna fly through the Chaos Sanctuary. We literally do not have to really kill much over there. Again, go to the seals, pop them, kill the little mini bosses from the seals, and move on. Right? Nothing's over there. Act 4, great place to find boots. But again, remember what I said earlier. 50 is for the light plated, and then for these guys, the Greaves, we have 70 strength required, which is a little bit on the steeper side, but of course, with free respecking, no worries on that end, right? You can respec to your heart's desire, and try different things out, right? Is it worth losing some life to get some awesome boots that you found that require higher strength? I don't know, you tell me. Right? Depends on what you found. Alright. Are we on players 1 still? Let's see. Yes, we are. Okay, we can fight Diablo. But by the way, now that we are 25, level 25, you will get normal experience here in the Chaos Sanctuary. So you are more than welcome to not farm, but like to like actually fight everybody here, okay? Okay, see, it's getting a little spicy if you don't clear things out. So, you know, clear things out as much as you feel comfortable, like that. Whoa, Emilio, buddy. Okay. It's the curses, I think. All right, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Like a normal character would, eh? Yeah, we're not using our strategy for some reason. We should be using that more. Okay. That's right, they have pretty high...
Not enough mana.
Oh wait, what the heck? I need healing. Super healing. Where's that healing? More mana, healing. And to be honest with you, on players 1, maybe the play is to not even static, but just to Frost Nova and then Chain Lightning, if you have enough damage, you know what I mean? Because I think the static is taking too long, like, in general, you know? Just do this for safety and then just do that. Okay, watch out for the saves. With the Fanaticism Aura, those guys can hit pretty hard. Go. Look at that crowd control though. Ouch. Oh my goodness, all those spirits. Emilio, don't you dare die. Ooh, that was a little tough. Oh, we'll even get another level, I think, before we
Not enough mana.
get to Diablo. Who just cursed us? Oh, the guy's cursed us. Whoops, never mind. I was already gonna get a little amped up. Okay, you have to go away, my friend. There we are. Do we have enough of everything? Yes, we do not need anything else. So just more into vitality and more raw damage. Whoa. Slash players 7. Because again, all we're going to do is static him down completely.
Not even death can save you from me.
Okay. Frost Nova, static. Whoop, but watch out for that. And that. Otherwise, static him down completely. Who cares about Amelia for now? And okay, and down he went. Woo! And there's your ort for your spirit. So congratulations, hero! You have killed Diablo in the game and named after him, and completed Act 4. So good job, good job. A pike is a great weapon for an Act 2 mercenary. Alright, but do try to look for Rail, Tear, Tal, and Soul so they can make your insights as soon as possible. But pikes are very high damage, and if they roll rare, even better. We could chop some. Anyways, get Emilio back. What we need here is
What do you need?
to buy up some stuff.
What do you need?
Okay, what am I doing here? Let's buy some of these really quickly. It's 5 minutes. That's 10 minutes. That's 5 minutes. And off we go. Go back down to players 1. And what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go get that first waypoint at the Frigid Highlands in Act 5. I need sleep. Keep on gaming, my man. You too. Hey, have a good night. Get some good sleep. And I'll see you again soon. For sure, for sure. And good luck, man, on the farming. Take it easy, take it easy. Bye-bye. Thanks for sticking around, though. I do appreciate it, you know? I hope you're enjoying. Seriously, give me some feedback, too. You know, don't mind, or what's it called? Go ahead and, like, leave a comment, or I don't know how else you would want to, you know, let me know. But let me know how you like the streams and stuff as well. But not today. Another day.
My magic will break the siege.
Alright, so once you get that waypoint, did you see how fast I got there? It's like I zoomed past everybody. That's how fast you teleport at 105, at the 105 faster cast rate point. 105 FCR. It's truly amazing, isn't it? So,
I can't carry anymore.
what I was saying was, After you get that waypoint, come back and kill Shank so that you complete your first quest right here. And not only do you get a Sake quest, which is very sought after, very important, so don't just use it willy-nilly. You only get one per difficulty, and that's it. Not only that, but all the prices inside the vendors, like for your potions, your teleport scrolls, and all that good stuff, get brought back down to regular price. Because before this quest, everything was double the price in Act 5. Alright, now here's what I like to do and quickly talk about what are we going to do from now. Well, I, for one, am not looking forward to, let's say, going to Anya and rescuing her in the frozen river or fighting the ancients yet. You can, but I want to level first. So what we're going to do is we're going to farm Eldritch. Now, we spawned him, most likely he already spawned on players 1. Alright, so we're going to kill him really quickly. And actually, yeah, we could save the barbarians as well. This player's 1 Eldritch right here. But this guy is one of my favorite places to farm XP on high player counts. Over and over, meaning you just keep creating a game over and over and doing the same thing. I love this. This is probably my favorite of all places. And he's guaranteed to spawn there, no matter what your map seed is. He's always going to be there. He might have some other mobs around him as well, like some other monsters that are non-related to him. But that's just random, and who cares? We care about him and his minions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to players 8, or go as high as you possibly can, and you feel comfortable. And you're just going to farm him over and over, getting lots of items, lots of gold, lots of potions. You could cube up to pretty much have a bunch of full rejuves, and you'll see how quickly you're going to get experience. But again, you must be 25, alright? And you could farm Eldritch to like level 40. And then you could go do Rescue Anya and save Ancients. You're going to be so powerful with all your plus skills that, you know, the rest of Act 5 is going to be a cakewalk, and Nightmare is going to be a great, like, starting point for you. So let's demonstrate how this is going to work. It's going to be the same routine. Frost Nova, Static, and then Chain Lightning, or whatever skill you are going with, right? Frost Nova, Static, players 8, remember? So you got a static kind of a lot. Kind of like many statics, right? Look at that. We got like a third of a level. We're gonna do this again. I am gonna level on stream with you guys right now. So if you don't want to watch this, the leveling process, you might want to fast forward a little bit. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we're not gonna go crazy high, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna hit at least level 30 before we go forward. Okay, so just FYI, I would love it if you guys stuck around the whole time. It just probably like shows the YouTube algorithm or whatever like that you guys like to watch, you know. But yes, I'm gonna do this over and over until I hit at least level 30, and trust me, it'll be shorter than you think, and you could do the same thing. And the only one up that I have on you guys theoretically here is +2 to skills. Oh, maybe +3. Okay. I lie. Maybe +3. I have up on you. Besides that, nothing is different. Right? This you have to be lucky to actually get from Andariel or Mephisto or somewhere, right? And this you do not have access yet to because you did not find a 4-open Saki Crystal Sword, which only drops in, you know, well, in special areas. I don't want to lead you guys down the wrong path. So yeah, that's it. Alright. There goes the level. Now if there's dangerous mobs here, like archers or whatever, You could save and exit again. Who cares? You don't have to complete Eldritch in every single game. Just keeps, you know, just keep resetting. If something's too dangerous, you're uncomfortable, reset. No problem. Chain lightning. Fear rune. Again, do you have to kill these guys? No. After you kill Eldritch and the minions, just you could save and exit. I am just kind of war staff. Probably a lot of money. 3 runs and we got a level. Guess like 4 runs. Who knows? I don't know. Let's see. We're pretty much right in the beginning. I am kind of curious as to how much XP we're going to get here. There's 8, right? Yes. That. Circlets could be godly, FYI. Keep an eye out for those guys. That was our second run at level 28. And we started at the very, very beginning of 28. And that was our third one, and we got a level. We got a level and some extra even. That's how good this place is for leveling. It is just amazing. Then once we go past 30, which we're probably 33 or something, we are going to switcheroony to a different build. Maybe 35. We'll see how long this takes. But I want to finish before 2:30. Before 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm going to dedicate like 10-15 minutes of 10 minutes of farming maybe.
I need mana. I am overburdened.
Why am I so slow here? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay. Keep farming, Jables. Keep farming.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened. overburdened.
Didn't even.
Impossible.
What's in here again? Oh yeah. I wanted to check out these antlers. I am a little curious. Wow. Okay. Now once you hit level 30, you do want to just put 1 point into Lightning Mastery, or whatever mastery you are in, and then go back to pumping your main skill, your main damage dealer, okay? But definitely put 1 point into the mastery. That is a rule of thumb. Because like the first level always gives the biggest boost, and then every subsequent level gives a steady, like a steady increase, but it's not as big as the increase that you get from having no points to 1 point. You know what I mean? So that's how that works. Okay, it's been 2 minutes so far. Well, 2 minutes since I mentioned the 10-15 minute thing. Oh, the loading times are kind of long. Alrune. Level 31. It's only been 3 minutes. More vitality. Main damage dealer. And by the way, ever since you put in that 1 point into your fire, or into your skill mastery, whichever one it was, you should experience an immediate jump in quickness, in power, an immediate jump. So, you know, congrats. Never mind. That's it. Next. Come on, Jable. Stop lollygagging. And then the rest is going to be history. One level up to a point where things are not much of a threat. And we have the high ground, right? Be all set. And it's just as easy as this. As easy as pie. Okay. 32. Vitality. Main damage dealer. Nova, static. There you go.
Not here. I am overburdened.
Mask. Cathans. Great find for a melee character. Bone Snap. Very nice. Actually, I should not be rude. I should identify these things for you guys. Okay, let's put some of this stuff away. Oh gosh. Is this any good? Hey, 12 on map. Money. See? You can find things like this before you use your spirit. This is a great example. 20 faster cast rate, 9 to energy, 29 to mana, and 35 lightning resistance. This is huge. You know what I mean? Find something like that, and you will. You will. Just give it time and you know, be patient. But you will find something like that. Even if you're not loaded with Magic Find or anything like that, don't worry about that. You will find something very similar to what I just showed. As long as you do these Eldritch runs and, you know, you do some elite farming, right? Okay. What do we leave here? Oh yeah, I wanted to show this. Small. And let's show the mask as well, shall we? Hey! You know, it's nothing... Everybody hates Cathans, right? Because early game it kind of... Well, it does nothing, really. And it's so common, the ring and all that stuff. But look, for a low-level mask, level required 11, 20 to mana on a mana-intensive build like any Sorceress in the beginning without too many mana sources. This is fantastic. And 25 cold res, great. Look at this. 204. Ooh, I have to like double check that. That's actually not perfect, because if it is, it's kind of crazy. I'll put it on my Grail thing. But this is great for a melee character, although it's a double-handed, so mostly great for like a wind. Sorry, like what's it called? A whirlwind barbarian. Early on, 40% chance of crushing blow. Kind of crazy, kind of big. 240% enhanced damage, which is a lot for a normal weapon, a normal tier. Okay, we're still on players 8. Mm-hmm. 33. More vitality, more main damage dealer. Great weapon for a
I'm
merc.
overburdened.
Exceptional version. Oh yeah, let's check what level Emilio is. 29, huh? Okay. So what we're gonna do,
Put that
we're
to
gonna
good use.
exchange that with this. And now he has insight, which is crazy. How much does he get down to?
Put that to good
58.
use.
And technically, this would give him some life leech.
I'll put that to good use.
Alright.
I'm overburdened.
Lots of money there. We're 34 already. I'm telling you guys, this takes literally like barely any time, and you just get a leg up over everybody else. Port rune, see? You keep doing this, and you're gonna be good. Insight, I mean, let me just tell you guys, I already feel it now. Like, even though I'm teleporting very close by, not far at all, I already feel it. How good it is, how good it feels. Meaning I do not have to, like, you know, just constantly chug. Oh. So, you know, look forward to Act 1 of Nightmare when you guys can get 4 open socket swords. So you increase that mana pool using a spirit, and then boost it by putting an insight on your Act 2 Mercenary Man. What a great combo.
I am overburdened.
$35. And let's actually do a little experiment, right? We're going to do one last thing. We're going to get to 36, and I want to see how long it takes, how many runs. So our starting point here is in the HD. It is halfway through the second bar, right? Okay, let's see how many runs this takes. Run number 1.
I am overburdened.
That's 1. run. This is run number 2. Okay. Run number 3.
I can't.
This is nothing to cry home about. General Tandoliga does have slows target by 50%, but your mercenary cannot wear it, and you would have to swing with it for it to be effective. So that's a no-go. That was our 3rd run. Let's see. This is our 4th run. Alright. Wow, that's our 4th run. So pretty much, we just have to add one more run to that. So runs on players 8 to get a level at level 35. How easy is that, right? We're gonna go down to players 1 now. Well, hold on. Let's do players 8 and get our level. Yes, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get 36. Okay, got our level.
I am overburdened.
Right. We got our level. We're gonna go back to town. We're gonna do a quick respec. Alright. We're gonna do a quick respec. And I will... well, you don't have to.
At
You
your
can keep
service.
going with your own. But I am going to do a quick respec. And I'm going to go into Frozen Orb. I just love the crowd control of Frozen Orb. And, or maybe should I do Blizzard? No, that's a little too early. But Frozen Orb is very strong early on. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. So let's do this. This means that we're not going to need all that FCR actually. We don't need 1. Because this is what? What did it to be? That's great. That's great. 119. And so since we're out with this with the lightning, we can take out one of them to get 109. Which one did we take out again? Oh, we didn't want to take out any. Or we wanted to put on gloves. I forget. Or we could just stay like this. 99. Or put on this. Yeah, that's actually a better option. Let's do that right now. That. That. Okay. But there we all. Yes, we are. And we need nothing in here. Correct? 60. Okay, we do need 60 strength. Alright. Let's even go maybe 70. Okay. The rest in here. Okay. 1, 1, 1. So I'm going into a frozen orb. Let me explain what I'm about to do here. I'm going to go into a frozen orb build because, although not the most powerful of the cold, it does pair well when you want a dual spec, and I'm gonna eventually be dual specking from into Frozen Orb and Hydra to have both elements, because you know Sunder Charms do not come into effect until level 75, and I don't know, until I finish Nightmare Angels and all that stuff, I will probably dual spec, and then later on I could go Blizzard, maybe, you know, full cold damage, right? Hold on, so 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. For now, let's actually put 3 points there. Frozen Armor we want, and Warmth we want, just 1 point wonders. And Cold, where thou art be. So now I put 1 point into the so that I could get down to Frozen Orb. Now I'm maxing out Frozen Orb, maxing out Cold Mastery. Very nice. And let's see. And I think I should actually keep it this way, right? 36. And I have how many? 13 more levels. So 50. Yeah, that would be too crazy. Now we eventually will be getting down to Hydra. So we might as well just put the prerequisites here already, and that will give us enchant for our mercenary, which will help out. Or should we go into the synergy there? No, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's for Hydra. So Hydra is gonna be left click. It's gonna be that. Okay, so no more Frost Nova is needed. Static field, unless if we want more static field, and yeah, this gives us 8 more levels of continuous bumping to both of these. But this might be enough. Okay. Also, we are not going to go Energy Shield for now, actually. And enchant. Let's do that for enchant, so we could enchant our mercenary. Also, you could enchant yourself, and you could see by the picture here that you're enchanted with that red. So, if you notice that this that sword turns not red, which means that you have to re-enchant your mercenary. See that red hilt right there? It's a little hard to notice on the new graphics, but on the old graphics, it is kind of like right there. You know what I mean? It's very, very visible on the old graphics. Alright, that's right. We were gonna sell some stuff. Jeez Louise. Why am I so unorganized? And this is supposed to be kind of like a structured video over here. Oh. And I'm getting a little tired, to be honest with you. But that's normal. It's almost nighttime over here. Anyways, what was I gonna do now? Right, so we are leaving these 8 points behind. Do you understand why? Because next level, when I level up, I'll be able to put 1 point into Frozen Orb and 1 point into Cold Mastery. Up to 8 levels from now, I'll be putting both points into here. And again, Hydra barely does anything, so we're not going to use Hydra, but we are just getting prepared for when that happens, and if we need to, you know, before we max. Because the point is to first max the Frozen Orb, and then you can start going into Hydra. Alright, so we did that, We will rescue the soldiers, sure. But besides that, let's quickly go. But we need to lower the players count. Slash players through 1, because we really don't care about anything. Let's go. On your marks, get set, go. Buckle up, everybody. We're going fast. Also, do we need any potions for anything? I highly doubt it. But whatever. Okay, did we miss any barbs on this side of the map? Yeah. Okay, first barb location. And of course you can kill the elites along the way to get some potions, right? Like, it is strategic to, it's not a bad idea to stop by and kill things here and there, because it should replenish some of your, especially the elites, right? Your resources, which means you don't have to go back to town.
Follow me.
Oh man. Is this the waypoint? There's a waypoint.
I need mana.
And we're just literally teleporting through everything. Because there's nothing interesting in Act 5. And mobs can get dangerous and kind of, maybe in normal, not so much, but like, you know, a nightmare. I mean, it still gets a little bit crazy. Anyways, Crystal Passage is to the right, So that's that.
I need mana.
To the right. That's your waypoint. Then you're gonna go to the right as well again. That's gonna be Anya. There she is. This is the beauty of Frozen Orb. You do not need Frost Nova anymore because you're a Cold Sorceress, which Frozen Orb and Hydra aesthetically is probably my favorite Sorc. I don't know, just Frozen Orb in general is just so good. Oh, look at this, 19 Magic Find. You know, which goes up to 25 only. This is amazing. And for Azan, passive and magic skills, come on now. Great. Half restoration. Unfortunately, everything else kind of sucks. What you gonna do?
Here.
Alright, go rescue her. This will give us 10 all res, which is gonna be fantastic.
Good afternoon.
Now I forgot to mention, after you save the barbs, right, and you talk to, by the way, let's take a look. 48, 45, 31, 50. Boom, 58, 55, 41, 60. After you do this, go talk to what's his name? Qualkek.
I am thank.
And you have, first of all, the ability to hire a barbarian mercenary, which that's going to be a different, maybe when we go into Nightmare, we'll talk about the options there. But also, what also? You can make yourself an Ancient's Pledge in a 3 open socket shield, which I would recommend. Maybe a kite shield. You could shop one in Act 2. Or you could wait and get a rhyme, which is Shale Eth. If you're lucky enough to get a Shale, or just wait till Nightmare. But while we're here, you should make an Ancient's Pledge shield using those 3 runes that you just got. Okay? It's a free... Yeah, it's pretty much just a free shield that he gives you. Unless if you want to start saving up that Ort and, you know, to make that spirit, right? But you'll be able to make this a Nightmare in Act 1. So there's no rush to that. What else? Let's go buy some potions. Oh wait, yeah, did we rescue Anya already? We did. We just have to talk to her now. Also, Anya might give you something nice, you know? You never know. Let's take a look what she gives us.
Good morning.
Wow, look at this. 82 to mana. If the spirit did not exist, this would have been a great, you know, globe. Wow, look at that. Just for funsies. How do we have Frost Nova? Oh yeah, from using Cold Steel. Okay. So we rescued Anya. Oh yeah, these are just randomly in here. Alright. So now we go past Anya's little entrance here to the Glacial Trail. What is here? I don't know. But this one, I'm not exactly so sure. I think it's to the left, like normally. Frozen Tundra, that's correct. You don't need the waypoint over there. Unless if you want it. But the cold areas are not popular zones to farm. Now if you like them, if you enjoyed them, I'm not stopping you from getting any waypoints. I just am not familiar with which direction to go personally, okay, number one. And number two, I never do, because again, they're why deal with moon lords or things that are cold immune or cold resistant? I mean, chances are you're going to want to go cold. It is probably the most popular, you know, like first playthrough choice because it's safest. It's safest, and well, what else can I say? It's just good. It's good. It doesn't require crazy amounts of gear. Oh my goodness. How big is this map? This is a normal map, right? This is the normal difficulty, yeah? What is going on? Or am I just crazy and I'm missing something? What was that? Did you guys hear that?
Not enough mana.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so here's where the ancients are. But we need to find the waypoint just in case we get into a pickle and we need to save an exit or something. Another bone snap? You gotta be kidding me, man. No way. I mean, granted, this is a different game because we saved and exited a bunch of times.
I can't.
Why? What do you mean you can't? To level, right? What roll did this go? 203. Ooh. Compared to 240? No good. Alright, that's a random side dungeon. So where the heck is the waypoint's all the way behind the entrance in the beginning? Jesus Louises. Okay, fine. Alright. You win. RNG.
Salutations.
Alright, make sure you just have enough potions for the ancients, but do not do them on anything higher than players 1. It is completely pointless. They give the same amount of experience, no matter what, and they'll just be way harder. So, fill up on potions. Right? Make sure your mercenary's wearing the correct gear, so he has life leech. By the way, he's 33, so he's just behind you, just a tad bit. Whoops. He has cannot be frozen. Well, mine does. This might be a little hard to reach here, especially with, well, the insight you cannot have, but he's doing good, I think. I am on players 1, right? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. More life. And this is what I was talking about. Now I get to put one into Frozen Orb and one into Cold Mastery. Cold Mastery is really actually just overpowered. It's so good. There's no other skill in the game that gives a negative resistance to enemies besides Cold Mastery. So every other element has to look for that stat on gear, which is usually kind of blocked off by like high level rune words, right? But the Sorceress, it's like having high level rune words for free on a Cold Sorceress. Which is amazing. Every other character has to find it on gear, and every other element has to find it on gear. But you get to have it for free just by leveling it up. Which is crazy. It is so crazy. Cold Mastery. Wow. Beautiful. That's why I wanted to save those points. Alright, level 3. Let's see. Are you a quickie? Or do we have a longie? Okay, this is a dead end. It's almost like a good sign, kinda. Oh, this is also a good sign.
I need mana.
Because that means that it has to be somewhat close to the entrance. Yep, just down here. And players 1 at this level, anytime that you're in your mid-30s or higher, which by the way, you could keep farming Eldritch until you're 40, okay? On players 8, right? And, or even higher if you want, but then it's gonna just like slow down pretty much a little bit, right? / players 8. By the way, you could go as high as you want on all these player accounts. This is what pretty much is known as bail runs, right? Also, let's leave a TP here. And now here, your mercenary might die, or you might have to like teleport him out of danger, because Hydras, like I said, there's some kind of weird interaction where Hydras just melt mercenaries. And they melt like your minions as well, I think. Or maybe it's specifically towards mercenaries. I'm not sure. But it is kind of not cool. And, but what you gonna do, you know? Do some statics after slowing them down. And voila. More orb, more mastery, and more life. Ooh, watch your mercenary. He is kind of a huge help to you, so... Or he should be. At least. Wow, 2 levels on 1 Bale run. You guys see that? Uh-huh. And now we go kill Bale. And again, technically, you can do normal Bale on players 8 because of static. In Nightmare, static has a cap of not letting you take down past 33% of their life, and in Hell there's a cap of not letting you take more than, it's either 66 or 50%, I forget all the time, but yeah, but in normal you could cheese everything. So this is the final stretch, y'all. Good luck on your drops. And let's grab a potion, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Yes, we shall. Although we will not need it. Static. Just a bunch of static. And congratulations. You have completed normal on a sorceress. Killed Bale. You got yourself
The last of the 3.
some nice drops. Like a Gothic shield. Which is actually very nice. If you guys don't know what this is, let's take a look. See? This is called the Ward Gothic Shield. And it could roll between 30, I believe, between 30 and 50 all res. So if you find this, forget about Ancient's Pledge, man. And forget about Rhyme, unless if you want the magic find on the Cannot Be Frozen. But, you know, let's imagine you get 40, 45, whatever, right? Huge res. Forget about it. And you get strength from this, 10% increased chance of blocking, and the requirement is only 60 strength, which you should be roughly at. I would say in normal, like Act 5 towards the end, how we went through, you should like have the expectation of wearing something that has 60 strength, okay? Because the chances, if you don't want to keep farming over and over to get Sorceress, I mean, what is a better option? Just go buy a plated belt from Act 4 or Act 5, right? It gives you the full potion slots, so why not? So yeah, congratulations, guys. Let's talk to Serial. By the way, the World 40 all res, which is phenomenal. I'm actually gonna put that sucker on right now, because why waste it, right? Exactly. 40 all res. If I need it, I know where to get it. Unexpected turn, but see? Level 26 required, so that's a good thing we're over 26. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, farm till your heart's content. Bale runs, great experience. But now that you've completed normal difficulty, once you go through this portal here, let's go to high definition graphics. Once you talk to Tyrael and go through this portal, Destruction's End, and actually already now you can see that in the game messages it says, as long as you have this enabled, terrorized zones have been enabled, and corrupted tremors strike Lagolian sewers. So what does this mean? Because we completed normal, you have access to terror zones, which pretty much scale to the level that you are, with having a cap of level 41 in a normal. What does this mean? It means that you can farm whatever the terror zone is up to 41, up to level 41 with no experience penalty, and then up to 46-ish with good experience, and then you could even push it up to the 50s where you'll get kind of poor experience from like 45 to 50. But up to 41, you get full experience doing terror zones. So you could level in normal without a problem, and I highly recommend you do so. That's what I'm going to be doing. I most likely will just keep farming until, who knows, until I find some stuff that I've been wanting to find, or, you know, kind of stop around level 50-ish, and you could just farm all you want, because why not? The more that you're prepared for Nightmare, because there's going to be a 40% all resistant penalty, and all that good stuff, it's better to be over-leveled. Now, what do you need to have ready, I guess, by the time you get to Nightmare and you want to, you know, go through Act 1, which will be another stream, of course, don't worry. So stay tuned for that. We're going to go through Nightmare as well. What's it called? What you want to have ready is a Tal, Thal, Ort, Am, if you can. If not, don't worry about it. You could get it from the Countess. And keep aside any Ral, Tyr, Tal, and Soul. So don't sell any of those runes, and neither do the spirit ones. What can you also do now? Because you've killed Baal, you can create a normal game and make a cow level. Alright? Inside the cow level, any crystal sword, or broadsword, or longsword, or any polearm, with the exception of the Yakabur axe and the Bardiche, you know, like the two, it's like the ogre axe. There's the three types, right? The Bardiche or Bardish, Lacober axe or something like that, Lacaber axe, and ogre axe. Obviously, you won't find the ogre axe, or not ogre axe. Yeah. With the exception of those, all polearms and crystal swords and broadswords and longswords will get 4 open sockets as a max. Alright? Only from the cow level, though, in a normal. So go ahead and make your go ahead and make the cow level, which requires Wirt's Leg, which is found in Tristram and Stony Tomb. That's where Rakanishou is. And a Tome of Town Portal. So you're just going to put one of these whole things in your cube and Wirt's Leg, open the cow portal, kill the cows. I might do a video about that one of these times. We'll do it together. And just farm them and find any white versions of those items that I listed. And then you have 2 options. You can use the Larza quest that we recently got and get 4 open sockets from him. Or you can take a risk and put a Ral. Well, right now you can't take a risk yet, because unless if you find an Am rune, you won't be able to do this. But you could put a Ral and an Am with a perfect amethyst into your cube alongside that blank white item, and it'll randomly roll 1 to 4 sockets, you know, into that sword, right? technically it'll roll 1 to 6 sockets, but 5 and 6 are going to be unavailable for your swords specifically, for your spirit. Otherwise, if you're not in a rush, and you have a nice orb with 20 faster cast rate, some mana and some resistance or whatever, and some skills on it, right? And you're not in a rush, maybe Anya gave you a nice one. Don't be in a rush. Wait till Nightmare, and the 4 open-socketed swords and polearms will naturally drop, like with 4 open sockets already in them, which will save you a Larzik quest, which I would suggest not using Larzik, meaning save the quest for a more important item in the future when you're, let's say, in Hell, and you find like some awesome unique that you've never found in your life before, or something that's just so good to your build that you need to socket it. And so I would save those, because those are special quests, the Larzik quests for each difficulty. And then what else? Yeah, I would say don't be in a rush, because that'll save you if you could find them naturally in Nightmare. So for now, just farm over and over. Do more Eldritch if you want. You could do Eldritch up to, you know, late 30s, which we already are late 30. We're 39. So Eldritch is going to slow down now, right? But Terror Zones won't. Keep doing Terror Zones until 45. And then I will see you in part Nightmare. Obviously, this is filled out, so I don't know why that's popped up. But good luck on your farming. Have fun. If you like the journey so far through normal, give the video a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Also, if you have any questions or suggestions or maybe ideas for future challenges, future journeys and playthroughs, or you just want to be part of the community, leave a comment below. Ask away, and hopefully people start engaging. And yeah, if you like these kinds of journeys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. And if you're completely bored and got nothing better to do, go over to Twitch and follow me there as well. It's free too, so just lets the whole system know that people are enjoying and watching. Have a good one, everybody. See you later, YouTube. Good luck out there, and see you next one in the next one to go through Nightmare. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.